Okay, since our free pick SEE didn't pan out today, as if you watched our follow-up video, you know why it wasn't taken, even though it hit one of our triggers. Why it wasn't taken. Okay, it didn't meet our entry parameters, and there's no way to give you in these videos the night before all the possibilities that could happen, and thus how you should play each one of them. You know, most of what we do is live in our real-time chat room. Okay. We project the charts when we see them. We'll show the intraday movement and why we like it, where we like it, and so on. You can see some of our entries and trades on YouTube on some of our daily highlights. But as far as putting out picks the night before, I like sending out charts like this and showing you what we're looking at, but there's no way on an intraday basis to you know, to make the call to people that aren't in the chat room. It makes it a little bit difficult, but hopefully everybody understands. We'll do what we can on the videos the night before. Having said all that, CIEN we actually sent out last week and it never did trigger. It even looks better now. I've put in the series of lower highs, 1489, 1434. This was early September, 1489. Then I put in a lower high, 1434, 1420, and then today, 1408. It's really getting to kind of an inflection point. And if the market and CIEN open fairly flat tomorrow, I'm looking for an open of CIEN somewhere close to 14. Okay, if it opens at 1380, I'm not going to buy it if it goes straight to 1409. We'll have moved too far, too fast in the first 5 minutes. Kind of like the follow-up video in Sealed Air today. Hopefully you kind of see where we're thinking as far as how the market trades. Okay, and if it triggers in the first 5 minutes, I don't mind a try in CIEN if it triggers in the first 5, 10, or 15 minutes. I'd rather that it didn't. I don't like early triggers. The market's too whippy. If something does trigger in the first 15 minutes, when I say trigger, I mean hits like our first trigger price, 1409, a break of today's high, break of Monday's high. I might still take the trade, but I'll take it with about 1/3 of the size. Okay, so keep that in mind. If it gaps up or gaps way down, the trade is off. If it gaps up, I'm still interested in it, but we'll have to use one of our intraday techniques, in which case I can't help you in this video the night before because my crystal ball's in the shop. And it's been there for quite a while. I can't wait to get that thing out because I'll be able to help a lot more people. But right now, everything we do, you know, we start our list with things like you're looking at here, CIEN, the chart, and show everybody what we're looking at. But when it gets right down to it in this crazy market with all the gaps up and down at the open thanks to Europe and everything else, when you get right down to it, it's all about intraday price action, you know, catching bottoms on something that's been selling off, or something like CIEN. If it gives me a narrow range for the first 15 or 20 minutes right in the 14 to 1408 area, then I'm going to love it at 1409. And you should, you know, and the market is with you. And there's another thing I can't predict the night before. If CIEN meets all my parameters, okay, and then hits 1409, but at the same time the S&P is ripping to new lows, we still won't take it. So there's a lot of parameters involved in day trading, and it's always nice to have a group to trade where everyone's kind of watching different stuff, and then we're all monitoring the market together, keeping each other on our toes. You know, and it's fun to watch our members say, hey, CIEN looks good here, but the market's hitting new lows. I'm going to SOH, which means sit on hand. So it's fun to watch members say things that that we repeat constantly. And you've got to follow the rules. You know, there's always going to be another setup. So even if you get the perfect setup and the SPY, the overall market is not in conjunction with it, you just have to wait. If you're patient enough, there's always setups that will manifest themselves. If you don't mind sitting there waiting for the opportunities during the day. So anyway, I'm not going to babble any further. Wanted to send out CIEN because it looks better than it did even last week. And Sealed Air did not really, well, it didn't meet our entry parameters today, as you saw in the follow-up video. So I will probably send out a video Tuesday night talking about whether or not we traded CIEN, and if so, how we traded it. All right, we'll talk to you later.